my goodness, can you believe that we are now halfway through the high school football regular season?
Can't believe it. Refuse to believe it. Don't believe it.
Well, it is true. And tonight, we had a rematch of last year's 6A championship game.
And maybe a preview of this year's 6A title game. Defending champion Corner Canyon taking on Sky Ridge. What a game this was. Down 7-0. The Falcons tie it up on their home field. Keneal Sweetwind. Zayden Salu. It's a 12-yard touchdown. We're all tied up at 7. But Herriman Kasuga doing his thing, rolls out, hits Krishawn Lee right in stride, 45-yard touchdown, Corner Canyon back on top. Then just before the half, Kasuga keeps it himself, 11-yard score, it's 24-14 at the break. Third quarter, Corner Canyon stretches the lead. Kasuga and Lee hook up again, this time an 87-yard touchdown. The wheels on that kid, just amazing. It's 31-14, but the Falcons come back. They score 2 touchdowns in the fourth. Jared Iokapo around the edge to make it 31-28, but the Chargers hold on. Mason Brady bounces it outside, goes 24 yards to Pater to put the game away. Final score, 38-28. Krishawn Lee ended up with 3 touchdowns for Corner Canyon.
Are you really going to make me do this one?
Yes,
Dana?
I am.
My Springville Red Devils.
Sorry.
Taking on the defending champion, Timpview. Red Devils pass in the flat, picked off by Braxton Wilkerson to Timpview, takes it 20 yards, touchdown, T-Birds. They would add to that lead moments later. Kenan Pula takes the ball at the 17-yard line, makes some moves. He's got some room, and he is gone. Pula takes this thing 83 yards for the touchdown, and the route was on. Can I stop now?
No, you got to keep going, Wes. Sorry.
Timpview scores again. Tifa Galay takes it a couple of yards to the end zone. And then it's Carson Rasmussen on the keeper. He heads to the corner. He's going to get shoved out, but not before he crossed the goal line. Timpview just beat the heck out of my Red Devils.
Now you can stop.
Score 45-0. Rasmussen threw for 2 touchdowns, rushed for another. The T-Birds are for real.
Let's head to the dark side. All hail Lord Vader. He always gets the game ball if you know what's good for you. Undefeated Viewmont hosting undefeated Northridge. Knights quarterback Trey Nye going deep for Chase Harris, 27-yard touchdown. Northridge takes the lead. But on the ensuing kickoff, Jordan Jones fields it at his 9-yard line, gets to the sideline, cuts it back. Look at this sweet spin move right there. Jones turns on the burners and busts it. 91 yards for the touchdown. Viewmont ties the game up down in front, guys. The Knights driving just before the half, but Ezekiel Cook, he's cooking, puts Nye to the turf, forces a field goal. Northridge had a 3-point lead at the half, and they hold on to win it. 24-13, Makai So'o, a 28-yard pick six for the 5-0 Knights.
Let's head to Syracuse High School, where the Titans were hosting Bingham, and this was a good old-fashioned slugfest. Defense ruled tonight in this one. The only points in the first half came off 2 Syracuse field goals, that one from 42 yards. The Titans trying to get more offense. Ledger White rolling out, throws it up, but it's picked off by Lincoln Wilberger. He makes a nice return, but the Miners unable to do anything with it. Syracuse got the ball back. White goes back to pass and he gets leveled. Big sack by the Miners. But Bingham unable to do anything again. Boston Singley has his pass picked off by Xander Garcia of Syracuse. This was a very low-scoring game, Dana. In the end, Syracuse wins at 9-7.
That's
Easton Cho with 3 field goals to account for all of the Titans scoring.
Low-scoring game. Undefeated Lehi trying to prove to 5-0, taking on the Herriman Mustangs. Herriman on the march. But quarterback Bryce Benson's pass picked off by Abe Yeager. And look at the Jägermeister go. Weaves his way downfield deep into Herriman territory. Sets up a field goal for the Panthers. Lehi gets it back. And quarterback Jet Neal look into the corner for Mays Madsen. Touchdown Pioneers. They're up 10-0. Lehi on the march again. Neal over the middle to Madsen again. That's a pickup of 23. Sets up another field goal try, but this one is blocked by the Mustangs. That stops the drive, but it doesn't stop Lehi. Final score, 31-7. Devon Aka, 2 touchdowns for the 5-0 Pioneers.
The Murray Spartans at home tonight hosting Park City. The Miners trying to keep their perfect record intact. Park City going for it on 4th down. The give to Elijah Warner, not only get the first down, he goes all the way for the touchdown. 32 yards, making it 7-0. Still in the first. Sebastian Bodley taking some body shots, but he keeps chugging and gets the ball across the goal line. 14-0 Park City. But in the second quarter, the Spartans find some offense. The give to Sam Pearson. He gets hit, but stays up. And gets in from 10 yards out. They had a 1-yard touchdown to tie things up at 14. But just before the half. The Miners dig deep, as Miners can do. It's Elijah Warner again, 9 yards for the second touchdown of the night. Park City goes on to win this one on the road. Final is 42-24. The Miners stay unbeaten. Warner, 5 rushing touchdowns, including an 80-yarder. It's time now to bring in the third member of our Beehive Blitz team, the versatile Jordan Tracy.
Not flexible, though.
And not flexible. JT, you got to see one of the best quarterbacks in the state tonight.
I know. I'm treated again to some Davis. You know, no quarterback in the entire state has thrown more touchdown passes than Davis High's Trayden Bessinger. He led the Darts to an 80-0 win last week, taking on Taylorsville this week. And there's the man right there with Bodie Sparrow. We call this in the biz foreshadowing because first play from scrimmage, Bessinger played fake, rolling out. He finds his guy Sparrow. He makes one guy miss, making it look easy, and 7-0 Darts just to get it started. Swag, surf, swag, surf. There is Dean Davis and Junie Moala with the sack to end the Warrior drive. The Warriors try a fake punt, but the toss is fumbled, recovered by Davis, and they are in business. Ensuing drive, the senior Owen Talbot on the handoff, bursting through the middle until a gang of Warriors take him down. Look at the strength there, folks. It sets up Bessinger going up top to, you guessed it, folks, Sparrow again. That duo goes off as the Darts win big. Final score in this one, 44-7. Bessinger had 6 touchdowns, connecting with Sparrow for 3. All right, let's take a spin to Layton High, trying to keep up with Davis in Region 1, hosting West Jordan tonight. Mid-second quarter, Jaguars 2nd and goal, but fumble on the handoff, and Layton, the big boy, gets the fumble, and Layton is in business. But late in the second quarter, West Jordan driving again. Tyson Demke hits Giovanni Polanco on the sideline to convert the 3rd down. Scooby Tulao caps off the drive, the 14-yard touchdown run, and the Jaguars are up 10-0. Layton has to get something going before half. Is he watching me? Did he give me eyes? Anyway, less than a minute, Madden Sargent firing over the middle to Tion Halsbash. He gets hit pretty hard there. Sargent again over the middle, but it is tipped, picked off by Porter Creasy. 10-0 at the half Jaguars, but a strong second half as Layton storms back to win it in the 4th quarter. Final score 24-17 Lancers. Michael Marriott with 3 rushing touchdowns on the night for Layton. Waiting late in the game to come back and get the win there.
All right, Jordan, nice job. We'll
All right,
next week.
taking a nap.
We're just getting started here on the Beehive Blitz.
Yeah, it's coming up. It's a battle of undefeateds in Cache Valley's Ridgeline takes on Green Canyon. More Blitz is coming up.